Hello, let's look at what's inside Earth Rising. Be a good example of how do you do an unboxing with no one to run your camera. You either hold it with your hand and go around, do everything one-handed, or get a tripod. Let's try the tripod. So this is Earth Rising. Got it this morning. Cut the sides off. The shrink wrap is supposed to be biodegradable and not the normal kind of shrink wrap. So let's open this up and see what's inside. It's supposed to be no plastic. They're trying to follow the game. Let's move this over. Okay, so everything inside that you're used to seeing plastic is going to be paper. So let's look at this. So here we just see this is a paper bag. Interesting. Even the bag itself is interesting. Wow. It was long and I'm used to seeing like twist ties. There's no twist ties. So inside the first bag, we've got cards. Looks like we're going to have our calendar cards. You've got 20 turns, so 20 different years. We're going to go trying to win the game in that amount of time. These are the cards that keep track as the calendar ticks by. You have 6 different characters that you can play as. You can play as a politician, an eco-investor, an innovator, climatologist, an ecologist, or a political activist. In order to play these, you don't actually have to know. You can be the ecologist without actually knowing about ecology, and you can play the entire game without having to worry about it, how these things work. But everything in the game is real to life. It's not science fiction. So we got those cards out. Let's see the next bag. Feels like maybe more cards. This is an interesting bag, now that I know how it works. When you get to the top, it just folded over. And now inside of this bag, these are what they've called the influence cards. So this is the whole set of influence cards. And on the influence cards, there are 2 parts to them. There's the sustainable and the not unsustainable. So going through the whole thing, when you're playing the game, as cards come up, they're keyed to different, remember we had 6 different characters, so there'll be 6 different regions on the board, and there's 6 different types of these influence cards. So we've got those there. Now, don't need that. Let's try the next bag. I don't think I've ever, out of my over 100 games, I've never had a game come in bags like this. This is very interesting. Oh, these are what we would call these meeples. The game calls them people, which in the game itself, these are representing people on the earth. So it'll be interesting playing the game and calling them people rather than meeples. And the little black circles, those are strain, where you're straining the world. You can keep track of how much strain is being placed on the world by how many of these little black circles you have. And then you've got the population tool made out of wood. Interesting. Bigger bag. Ooh, this one actually, did it have? Just fold it over. Ooh, this will probably be the pieces. Yep. I'm going to put them off to the side. These are the pieces that are going to go around the board, the segments. The major ones and the minor ones. So we've got them. And then we'll have the board. let's see, we could look at, should we put the board up? Sure, let's put the board up. The board's going to be a circle. The prototype showed it as a square plain board with a circle printed on it, and they decided it'd be way better to have the board be in an actual circle. And they did it. Here it is, an actual circle for the plain board. Ooh, and I can tell I didn't know what they meant when they said it was double-sided. It is double-sided. You can feel there's an edge here. So as you're putting things in, you don't have to try to line it up. They just push it to the side and it's lined up. So when you put this in during the gameplay, you could just put it in and line up the diagrams, and then it will continue on in that fashion. As you play the game, you'll be getting more of these added and getting to the middle. You win the game when you fill up the whole board. Let's take a look at what it will look like. My favorite color, purple and blue. Remember the 6 cards that we had for the different characters? And the influence cards? Ooh, it's very tight fit. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out one of these pieces I didn't put in right. It's a little bit tight fitting right there. So let's go through and see the rest. Yellow, green, blue, and that's also a little bit not matching. And then we'd have our character cards that will match up with the colors. So when you're playing the game, your character and the color and the words as well, like culture, politics, energy, industry, agriculture, and infrastructure, they're written here as well, so you understand what your specialty is. Next, let's find out what we've got. This, I'm not sure what this is, unless I will have to look that one up. That's new to me. Earth Rising. So, rules of play. This is the rule book. How many pages are numbered or not? I don't see numbers on the pages. Yeah, there is numbers on the pages. 13, 14, 15, 16 pages for the rule book. Then, what you're probably used to in games, the little punch cards. You punch them out. These are thick cardboard. This is quite thick cardboard. So there's some more. Oh, we're supposed to build something here. This is going to, not sure what we're going to build, but this already coming out of the punch card here. We will look it up, put it in the comments of my video. Interesting. So we get to build something as well as set up the game board. And that's it for now. I'll have to take a look and see how this all works out.